What's up, guys? Happy Droid. This video might go on for a little bit because it's a little bit rantish, a little bit out there. If you're into that kind of thing, stick along and grab some popcorn because we are going to dive right into basically the bullshit of the paranormal. So as you guys know, the minute you do anything in the paranormal field, people are all over your shit like flies. And likewise, I was just brought to my attention that GhostTube, out of all people, you guys know the fake SLS app and stuff like that is basically putting little stick figures on your screen. Anything you you point at a toaster, a little man appears up on the screen. Those guys are kind of just pushing out apps all over the place and don't really do much. Anywho, so it was pointed out to me that I was copying their idea as per usual because they have a VR headset, and this one is not cheap. It's £55 for this cheap and chintzy, exact same one here actually. Super cheap and chintzy. I wouldn't even pay more than £10 for this because it is the cheapest, nastiest little VR headset that I could pick up, and just for the purposes of developing the app and getting it to work right and stuff like that, I didn't want to go and spend a fortune on something that maybe not work. So I bought the cheapest bloody things I could find on eBay. $8.99 on eBay. Let me just dive right into eBay here. So as you can see, it is in fact $8.99. In fact, I got a discount on this because I had a discount code. I actually picked this up for $7.50. Free delivery, by the way, and it's UK stock. I got this within 2 days, and I ordered on Friday. I got it on the Monday morning. So yeah, technically 3 days. But I did kind of buy them at like midnight. So before midnight. So theoretically, the order didn't go through till Saturday morning. But I did end up getting them on Monday, which was super pleasing. I wouldn't even pay more than £10 for these. They are fairly priced for what they are. It will get you doing this for absolutely dirt cheap, super cheap and chintzy. But they are super portable. I mean, they basically weigh nothing. You can throw these into a rucksack and basically take them about. So if you're not been following, the Mindwave is basically an idea based on binaural beats. The left side is audio and visually running at 110 hertz. The right side is running at 116 hertz, and that is true for both the audio and visual aspect. Basically, it's just a red flashing. You can kind of see it working. If you've used the app, you can kind of see it flickering at different rates, and that is purposely what it's doing. It's basically tricking your brain into lowering its natural cycle, its frequency basically, and it's lowering it down to theta waves, which a lot of people believe that it kind of opens up the psychic abilities and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into too much depth. Just on feedback, people are actually seeing things out of their visual perspective. So even though they can't actually physically see stuff, they're seeing stuff that's in the room, which is actually really bizarre. Now, I've experienced this myself, but I would encourage you to go and try it if you're not anyway photosensitive or have any photosensitive sort of illnesses or something like that. This is not suitable for people with epilepsy or any kind of any kind of a visual problem. I wouldn't recommend this if you have some kind of health problem. If you're fit and healthy otherwise, I would recommend giving it a go because it is a really, really interesting sensation. So essentially, it's the reason I'm using the VR goggles is because it does have visual separation. So it is true visual separation, and basically the eyes have been stimulated at different times. The ears, the hearing has been stimulated at different times because of the binaural audio. And basically that's the Mindwave experiment in a nutshell. And it was designed to kind of be an all-in-one kind of practical way to do the experiment. Very similar to the Ganzfield experiment, but visually and audio is a completely different thing. You're not using white noise, and it's not just a static pulsing on the lights, basically. Anywho, back to the GhostTube thing. they brought out the Ghost Tube Lens, which is apparently the world's first in virtual reality headset for paranormal investigations. Now, I did download the app to basically be fair. You're kind of blocked behind a paywall. They want you to pay like £45 for the subscription. But if you do go ahead and buy these overpriced pair of VR goggles for $54.95, which is exactly the same as these ones here I purchased for $8.99. So go figure. You're not basically getting the app for free, because these things, I guarantee you, they went on AliExpress, they had some custom print done, and you can go on AliExpress and check this out, it's not a lie. Look for these goggles and you can have the custom logo imprinted for probably about 50 pence per unit, and basically buy per unit. It costs you less than £3. Yeah, you have to pay the shipping and stuff like that. So if I went and bought, like, I don't know, like 45 of these, 50 units, say for example, it's going to cost me £3 a unit, probably about £22 shipping. So again, I don't see how this translates to $54.95 per unit. Otherwise, it's extremely capitalized on this general idea of the paranormal, where everything has to be super expensive, super nothing's affordable nowadays. And basically that's what I'm trying to break away from, is you can just go and buy a regular set of VR headsets, a pair of headphones, download the app. You probably already have the Android device. Download the app. You can use this right off the bat just by purchasing two items. You need two items, headphones and a VR headset. As long as the phone is compatible with this, you are good to go. The app is absolutely free. You don't have to pay any subscriptions. Yeah, it's in beta phase at the minute, so it only has one experiment, but there will be more experiments getting added to it, and it's not a gimmick. It's actually stuff that is actually tangible and already out there, is documented. So it's based on ideas that already are being documented and already exist, and already people have these things are proven to do something to the brain. So it's not like it's just doing one thing. Like the Ghost Tube one, it just has two red dots on the screen, and also if you move your head, these dots are basically flying all over the place. So again, it's not a proper experiment, because the Gansfield experiment, even you have to sit still, you have to kind of stay still. You're subjected to the white noise and the visual aspect. Yeah, it's doing the visual aspect, but you still move your head. These things are distracting you from the experiment, so these have to stay basically still. Even if you're moving your head about like so, the dots have to be still where your visual aspect is. Otherwise, it's throwing you off the complete aspect of the experimentation. So again, I don't know. Am I copying this? I didn't even know it bloody existed, because I don't really give two hoots what other people are doing. In my view, people can have similar ideas without it being stealing, if that makes sense. I had this idea back in 2018, as you can see the post here. I had the idea. Now, am I saying they're copying my idea? Of course I'm not, because people can have a similar idea without it being stealing. They want to adopt an idea and basically use it. But it's just unfortunate these guys are heavily sort of capitalizing on this idea. It doesn't matter how you look at it. You buy these, they're only worth, like, I wouldn't even say more than £10 for this VR headset. And already, yeah, you get your 12-month subscription to the app, but still you're paying for the app still. This is a way to force you to pay for the app, because the app costs I believe it's £45 for the subscription. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but it's like £45 for the subscription, and you're still paying £10 for the bloody goggles. So yeah, you're paying for the subscription and the goggles, so it's really ridiculous. They're making out you're getting this 12-month subscription for free, and then you go away and forget you have the subscription, and then you end up with another £50 bill on your from the App Store. So yeah, it's a bit of a con, guys. if you want to do that kind of thing, you go and do it. I'm not saying otherwise, but I'm giving you my honest opinion. The app doesn't do the audio aspect. If it did the audio aspect, I'll probably give it a go. At least do the free version, but go and buy yourself a cheap pair of VR goggles, the exact same pair. It's still going to cost you like under £10. You know, don't go and buy the bloody ones here, because you're paying for the subscription, and you're paying for the goggles, and they're not worth £54.99. I can guarantee you. If I purchased that at £55 and I got those, I would be super fucking pissed. Even though you got the subscription to the app, and you probably use like 4 times. Super cheap. I mean, these are the cheapest, nastiest VR goggles that I could find, and these guys are charging you £55 for them. I don't know what to say, guys. It's absolutely ridiculous. So anywho, these little monkeys in the background, they're just like me. Go and fuck off, because I don't give a fuck. As I say, the proof's in the pudding. You can't make this shit up. I had this whole idea way before any of this existed. So yeah, go fuck yourself. That's all I've got to say. Okay, guys. Bye the now, because I'm just rambling on for no reason. Okay, bye the now.